Bangladesh, a country that often flies under the radar. But it shouldn't. This place is a hidden gem. It's a land of contrasts and surprises. From bustling cities to serene forests, Bangladesh has it all. It's a country that grabs you by the senses and doesn't let go. It's a country that defies expectations. You think you know what you're getting into, but you don't. Not really. It's a place that keeps you on your toes. The people here are something special, warm, welcoming. They've got stories to tell. Over a steaming plate of biryani or a cup of cha, you'll hear tales that'll make you laugh, cry, and everything in between. But it's not just the people, it's the land itself. Bangladesh is beautiful. From the lush green rice paddies to the winding rivers, every turn brings a new vista. Dhaka. Now there's a city that never sleeps. It's the capital, sure. But it's more than that. It's the pulse of Bangladesh. The rhythm of life here is fast, frenetic even. But it's got a charm all its own. I've been to cities all over the world. New York, Tokyo, London, but Dhaka? It's in a league of its own. The energy here is palpable. You can feel it in the air. It's electric, exciting, sometimes overwhelming, but always fascinating. The streets are a cacophony of sounds. Horns honking, people shouting, rickshaw bells ringing. It's a symphony of chaos. But there's a method to the madness, a flow. Once you tune into it, you start to see the beauty in the bedlam. Let's hit the streets. That's where the real Dhaka lives and breathes. The sidewalks are crowded, packed with people going about their day, vendors, shoppers, office workers, students. It's a cross-section of life in this teeming metropolis. The traffic is something else. Cars, buses, and CNGs, auto rickshaws vie for space. But the real kings of the road? Rickshaws. Colorful, hand-painted chariots of the common man. They weave through traffic with a grace that defies logic. It's organized chaos at its finest. Street food is everywhere. And it's glorious. Fuchka, a crispy shell filled with spicy goodness. Chalmuri, puffed rice mixed with an array of spices and vegetables. Cha, sweet milk tea that fuels the city. Each bite, each sip is a burst of flavor, a taste of Dhaka's soul. Dhaka isn't just about the present, it's got history, deep history, and it's on display if you know where to look. The Lal Bagh Fort, a Mughal-era masterpiece. It stands proud, a testament to a bygone era. Walk its grounds, touch its walls, you can almost hear the echoes of the past. Then there's Ahsan Manzil, the Pink Palace. It's a slice of colonial history. Once home to the Nawabs of Dhaka, now it's a museum. Its halls are filled with artifacts. Each room tells a story of power, of luxury, of a time when Dhaka was a different city altogether. But my favorite, the Star Mosque. It's a hidden gem. From the outside, it's unassuming. Step inside and you're transported. The walls shimmer with thousands of stars. Made from broken china and glass, it's breathtaking. A quiet oasis in the heart of the city. Section 5, Marketplace, Magic, Colors, Scents, and Flavors of Bangladesh. Now let's talk markets. If you want to see the real Bangladesh, this is where you go. The markets are the lifeblood of the country. They're where life happens, where deals are made, where gossip is traded, where the pulse of the nation can be felt. Take New Market in Dhaka. It's a maze, a labyrinth of stalls and shops. You can find anything here. Saris in every color imaginable. Spices that'll make your nose tingle. Fresh produce that looks like it was plucked from the earth minutes ago. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. The sounds are incredible. Vendors calling out their wares, customers haggling over prices, the clinking of scales as fish are weighed. It's a symphony of commerce, a cacophony that somehow comes together in perfect harmony. This is capitalism at its most raw, most human. But it's not just about buying and selling. Section 6. The Sundarbans, a natural wonder. Let's leave the city behind. It's time to venture into the wild. The Sundarbans, the largest mangrove forest in the world. This place? It's something else. It's where land and water dance in an endless tango, where the boundaries between earth and sea blur. The air here is different, thick with humidity, rich with the scent of salt and soil. You can taste it on your tongue, feel it on your skin. It's the breath of the forest, ancient, primal, alive. Section 7. Royal Bengal Tigers, Kings of the Mangrove Forest. Speaking of tigers, the Royal Bengal Tiger, the undisputed king of the Sundarbans. These cats are legendary, powerful, beautiful, and incredibly elusive. Seeing one in the wild? It's like winning the wildlife lottery, a moment that stays with you forever. These tigers are different from their cousins elsewhere. They've adapted to life in the mangroves. They can swim, they can climb. They've learned to hunt in this unique environment. It's evolution in action, nature finding a way, as it always does. The relationship between the tigers and the local people is complex. There's fear, sure. These are apex predators after all. But there's also respect, reverence even. The tiger is more than just an animal here. It's a symbol. Section 8. Biodiversity in the Sundarbans, a delicate balance. But the Sundarbans isn't just about tigers. This place is a biodiversity hotspot, a Noah's Ark of species, some found nowhere else on Earth. It's a living laboratory of evolution and adaptation. Every nook and cranny teems with life. Take the spotted deer, graceful creatures that move through the forest like ghosts. They're prey for the tigers, sure, but they're also crucial to the ecosystem. They help shape the landscape, spread seeds, keep the balance. Nature's gardeners, if you will. And the birds. Oh, the birds. The Sundarbans is a birdwatcher's paradise. Kingfishers flash like jewels along the waterways. Herons stand statue still, waiting for fish. Section 9. The rhythm of Bangladesh music and dance. Now let's talk about something close to my heart, food for the soul, music and dance. In Bangladesh, these aren't just entertainment, they're a way of life, a language that everyone speaks. From the villages to the cities, music is everywhere. Take ball music. It's the heart and soul of Bengali folk tradition. Ball singers are like wandering minstrels. They sing of love, life, and the divine. Their music is raw, emotional. It grabs you by the heart and doesn't let go. Listening to a ball performance, it's like tapping into the very essence of Bangladesh. Then there's the dance. Bangladeshi dance forms are as diverse as the country itself. There's the graceful movements of Manipuri dance, the energetic steps of Dali dance. Each tells a story of harvest, of celebration, of devotion. Section 10. Cox's Bazar, where the sea meets the sky. Let's end our journey at the beach. But not just any beach. Cox's Bazar, the longest natural sea beach in the world. It's a place where the land seems to stretch on forever, where the horizon is a blur of sea and sky. The beach itself is a marvel, miles and miles of golden sand, the waves of the Bay of Bengal lapping at the shore. It's a place of contrasts, serene in the early morning, bustling with activity as the day progresses. At sunset, it's pure magic. The sky explodes with color, reflecting off the water. It's a light show that puts anything man-made to shame. But Cox's Bazar is more than just a beach, it's a melting pot. Fishermen haul in their catch as tourists sunbathe nearby. Local Rakhine people sell their handicrafts. The air is filled with the aroma of fresh seafood cooking. It's a feast for all the senses. And let's not forget the food. Section 11. Conclusion: the enduring spirit of Bangladesh. As we come to the end of our journey, I'm left with a sense of awe. Bangladesh is a country that defies easy categorization. It's a place of contrasts and contradictions, of ancient traditions and modern aspirations, of natural beauty and human resilience. From the chaotic streets of Dhaka to the serene waters of the Sundarbans, from the rhythmic beats of ball music to the endless sands of Cox's Bazar, Bangladesh is a country that gets under your skin. It challenges you, surprises you, changes you. The people are the real treasure here, warm, welcoming, with a spirit that refuses to be broken. Despite challenges, despite hardships, they persevere, they smile, they create, they dream. It's infectious. You can't help but be moved by their spirit. As I leave Bangladesh, I'm already planning my return. There's so much more to see.